There we go. Okay, now my mic is picking up. Yeah, turns out mic wasn't switched on because I am a dickhead. I think that's how it'd be. Yeah, I'm an idiot. And oh yep, yay! No save game. So let's create a character. Okay. See, I always normally like to play as a Sheila in most of these games, as pretty much everybody who's watched anything I've made. But the problem is then I won't get the handmaiden. And I like the handmaiden. So, Consular is force-based. Want more light? Yeah, I'm gonna go. Nope, custom character. Portraits. Actually, nope. Nope. Go on female again. Fuck it. I may not get handmaiden, but so be it. And let's go through the faces. See, I can actually play as that Sheila. And I think I've got... See, look, I can play as Bastila. Thank you, mods. Yeah, let's see. I still reckon that's a better one, but Bastila is pretty cool. Pretty I can get a Sith eyes. Yeah, actually, since I can't get handmaiden, I guess I'm going to go with this Sheila. Attributes. Okay. Let's crank up the intelligence. Crank up the charisma, because that's force abilities. Wisdom. Constitution. There we go. Let's see. Wisdom has modifiers to force points and force power saving throws. The force power of a Jedi high wisdom are also much harder to resist. No. Go intelligence, because then I can dump the shit out of, like, get shitloads of skills. Look at that. That's mid-maxing. That is awesome. Computer use. Demolition. Alright, one and everything. Minimum. There we go. And into feats. And that's what I've got. What's veteran do? Let me have a look. And I can't spot it. Dual strike, finesse lightsaber. When they attack the priority number, also attacking the character gets a +2 bonus to hit. Regenerate for... What level do I need to be for that? Ah, Jedi level 4. There we go. Name. Vera von Virage. Let's do this. Don't close down. Come on. Come on. Don't shut down. There we go. See if I can skip that. And I think I'm going to have to do the tutorial mission. Which is shit. Because...
Hawk is adrift in space after a terrible battle. Most of its crew are dead or dying. You lie in the medical room in critical condition. You won't survive long without medical attention. The hyperdrive is damaged. Main power must be restored in order to bring the engines online and dock with the...
Okay, I'm going to have to turn up this thing, otherwise no one's going to be able to hear anything that's going on. And I'm not exactly the talkative type.
The of the Ebon Hawk depend upon T3M4, a lone astromech droid. Return to this location at any time to skip the prologue.
Okay, now I'll just reset the sounds. There we go. Come on, don't be a pain. There we go. And there we go.
WASD to move T3M4 and turn. Press.
And I'm going to have to go up a bit more. Fuck it. Let's crank it all up. But I'm going to keep the music low. Because...
Caps lock to toggle first person free look. Hold control to look about.
That invertedness is going to have to be fixed. Sorry about this. Sound. Gameplay. There we go. Oh, that's going to be a pain. That's better.
This is the galaxy map. It shows you are near... You have new quests. To view your quest, this room contains a plasteel cylinder and the communications console. You will come across many containers.
There we go. Yeah, I gotta be careful with my mouse. If I scroll off this screen, it seems to go straight on to the next page.
This is the main core.
Thanks for the parts.
Your security skill. Sometimes bashing or blowing up.
Okay, and
This old woman appears to be dead. There is a key card on the body that looks like it. This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. If you need help exploring the Ebon Hawk, access the map screen. This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. This is the cargo hold. Sensor droids emerged from this box when you opened it. These droids will make for excellent target practice. Use the weapon from this container to attack the droids. You can...
Yep, fuck off. Okay.
Equip a weapon from the equip screen.
Yep.
Shoot your your target by pressing Q or E, or left-click on the object you want to target. To attack an enemy, left-click or defeating the sensor droids. To continue combat training, open the metal box again, and more sensor droids will appear. The lock on this container is too difficult to open. You'll need to use a security tunneler to help open them. If you encounter a difficult lock on a... Talking to other characters is much like using the computer console in the... Note that some responses may influence how other characters... Furthermore, certain... 3CFD is malfunctioning. You can fix him by using a part. If you repair 3CFD... Success. CFD is now a member of your party. To change which party member you control, click on their portrait or press Tab. Later, when you have more companions, you can add and remove. Use the keycard you found to open the locker. The impact armor from this locker can be clicked on. This is the end. This door is damaged and cannot be opened with your security skill or by bashing it. You will have to access the area beyond this lift will take you to the outer. While some doors can be bashed open or cut open with a lightsaber or cutting tool, some doors require the use of the security skill to open. This is the medical room.
There's my character in all hotness glory.
You have found The med pack can stabilize your condition. Success. You are stabilized.
I'm mainly doing this for the extra XP. Okay, let's go outside.
This is the utility lift. You can use this lift to take...
Go outside. Let's have a look, see what the wider world looks like. Because I think I've got a mod that makes everything look prettier. Or not, I'm not sure. And look, there's the Ebon Hawk in all its beauty. Look at it! Look at it!
This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk. This busted engine port has some needed parts for the Ebon Hawk's hyperdrive. This open hatch has some parts that will be useful for getting main power restored. These exposed wires control the door to the starboard dormitory. The door is currently sealed, but you can override it from here. Success.
Next to R2, this is probably one of the best droids in all the games.
This is the bubbles ahead indicate mine. Approach.
Yep, I get it. Mines. Oh god. Oh, that's the way I'm supposed to go.
This is one of the Ebon Hawk's quad laser turrets. They are damaged, but you can scavenge some parts from it to use in repairing the Ebon Hawk. You can use this lift.
Okay, I think I'm done here with all that.
This is the end.
Run back here, little guy.
To access the area access the area beyond this door, you will have to use solo mode.
Okay, security. There we go.
This is a workbench. Because of the damage to the Ebon Hawk, use the workbench to break down the items you found into components. These sparking wires connect to the trigger mechanism for the inner and outer garage doors. You can open and close the doors from here.
Wobble, 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 wobble.
This is the starboard dormitory. You found a droid flamethrower. This is one of the special weapons that droids can use. To equip it, open the equip screen by clicking on the blaster icon in the top right area. This blast door is magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. This is the garage. You can use repair kits to heal droids like yourself. To use a repair kit, click on the repair kit on the bottom of the screen or press to access the area beyond this door.
Okay, let's repair this hyperdrive.
The starboard engine is badly damaged. Fixing it won't be possible. The port engine is shut down, but appears intact. Fixing the hyperdrive is suffering badly. You won't be able to make the jump to light speed until it... However, you should be able to... Success. The hyperdrive is online. Primary power is restored. Only one step remains. Return to the galaxy map in the cockpit and travel to Paragus.
Come, my good friend.
This is the main hold. This is the main hold. You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to the storage compartment, but the door is sealed shut and cannot be opened from the outside. This is the cockpit.
Actually, that reminds me. Key mapping. Where's quick save? There we go. Where's the quick save? Not even sure if that worked. And it didn't, so let me just try that again. Gameplay, key mapping, game. And let's just check that out. Yep, okay, it worked.
You can now plot a course.
To Paragus!
The sensors show the door to the storage compartment is being sliced. There is someone, or something, else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Oh my god! Black HK-47! Run, nigga, run! Behold, the big titty mod. God damn it, yes. Now that's my kind of Jedi. Okay. Alright, 25 chemicals. I'm not exactly sure what setting I've got on this for the difficulty. So...
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead? Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things. I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened? Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt. Your stance, your walk, tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down. So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now. I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave. We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed. Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived. You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions. I do not know. Why did they spare you? Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious. And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy. I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Wrong way.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Emergency lockdown overridden.
Fibro cutter.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolips have been
There's
sealed.
such a runny nose. Oh well. I have to admit, since I started playing D&D, I've actually realised like a lot more of this like the +1/+1 things, +1 -1 shit like that. Nothing. Hey, remains. There we go. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Broken droid.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Alright, let's see if I can crank up the sound a bit more. Maybe. Let's just quick save. Shrink that down if I can. Ah, there's the problem. Let's move that to there. I think that's going to come through a bit better now.
secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them. I secured...
Ah, damn it.
If any... I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
There's my lightsaber. That's weird. Normally I... Did I forget to install that mod?
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing. Can you not? Ah, you can feel them.
Question is, why didn't I get my lightsaber? I should have a lightsaber. In that case... Ah, no, fuck it.
Ah, you hear it. It is faint, but it is there. It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget. Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Ah, useless fucking thing. Ah, that's right. It must be here. Damn it! Maybe it's here. Oh well. Okay, skills. There we go. Affect mind. The Force Jedi has the power to extract action. conversations with successful, not guaranteed to dreams come out. Blah, blah, blah. For 1d6 point of damage per each of the attacking character's level. Force push. Throw saber. Fuck it. Oh, there it is. There we go. Oh wait, minus. I think this one gave me a couple extra, what was it called? Crystals, so I can change the colour. Oh wait, that's a medical bench, not a... Wait, lab station. Treat injury. Fair enough. Now I better keep those iron grenades. Yeah, well, at least I got my lightsaber. God, the lightsabers in this one look like dildos. Even more so than usual. I reckon later on I'll put into dual wielding, because dual wielding becomes really OP. I could shut down all of them, but the thing is, I kind of want the XP. Not to mention, I can't seem to get my neck to fucking crack correctly. That door, yep, that door's still got a shield on it. Should be all of them, I think. Wait, do I have any armor or anything? Okay, it's shut down. F9.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here? You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better. Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows? Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been? Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course. Well, that was the story, but whatever happened there must not have lasted. There was some big civil war on Korriban. Knocked that academy to the ground. Looks like Revan's Grand Crusade finally consumed her. Yeah, well, when she became a Sith Lord, she sure didn't stop. She killed her way across half the galaxy. Dark Jedi are bad enough. But when a woman falls to the dark side, you better space yourself before they catch you. No offense or anything. Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody? Well, the miners can't all be gone. But if they are... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times. This facility isn't a military installation. which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field, and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship, and then we fly out of here. Huh? What are you talking about? So you done interrogating me, or are we gonna work together and try to get out of this mess? Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console. All right, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown, and... Hey! This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean. No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped. I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us. We could try. But if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up. Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Tracked the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic for some answers. Questioned the protocol droid about what happened. Says his master, the survivor, I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harbinger when it suffered an engine failure. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. If so, that's gonna mean true. Inventoried the bodies and cargo. Everything matches the protocol droid's story. The T3 droid had seized up, so we left it in storage and standby mode. Don't know what code will access it. It could be it's voice activated for all we know. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's trouble between the work shifts. Word of the Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with her. Corda's mining crew wanted us to collect the creds for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebon Hawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
There you are! The hero of the story! He's so cute! I like him. reminds me, he should get... Does he have a level up? No. There she is, the Ebon Hawk. Much far superior ship to that freaking what's it called? The Millennial Falcon. Curse this fucking itchy nose. Damn it. Curses! Force lightning! Force lightning! Droid lightning! Da, 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 da. Go droid lightning! Go droid lightning! Go droid lightning! Go droid lightning! Going to Paragus Field to Povos lightning, go droid lightning. Teehee. Sonic fuel lines, I found that the sonic charge is attached inside. I checked the workstation, only the droids have been access to the air. I tried to contact security as I found the explosives, but I can't seem to get a signal through. I'll remove the remote detonator and keep the explosives on me until I can put them in a secure location. Okay, well, there we go. I've got the explosives. Oh god. They got shields! Shields! Shields are nothing, I tell you! Did I open that? Yep, I opened that. They fly now! Oh no. 3CEFD. My friend. Rest, my friend. You've done a good job. You will be missed. Okay. Okay. Alright, now we're done camera controls. Hanger locks.
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo hold until we can pass it through the quarantine checks. And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives. Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the work shift and 3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the navicomputer's been voice-locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override. Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though. Regardless, still no luck accessing the navicomputer. It's been voice-locked, maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the navicomputer and put in a new one, if we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers do that, or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
Yay. Inferior mining droid, you're no match for the awesomeness which is, what was it, T5M5, was it T5M5? T3M4, close enough. T3M4, the mightiest droid to have ever lived. And why is this game getting so choppy? Nothing. Why is it glitching out? Was T3M4. That's right, T3M4. I've got to remember this guy's name. He's really good. Okay, there we go. Mission accomplished. That bastards. Whoever that is, they're gonna die.
So, how long have you been a Jedi? Must be tough. You know, no family, no husband. All right, all right. Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through.
Don't you dare mock him! How dare you?
If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar. Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
Idiot's my middle name.
You're either really brave or really crazy, or both. Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. Now be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself. I'll keep the comlink open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
Why does it keep glitching every fucking time? I don't think it's this door though.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbo lifts have been sealed.
Maybe I should have went for force speed. And I'll get it next level. F9.
Can you read me? There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Paragus fuel depot. If the passages haven't collapsed, that explosion knocked out most of the sensors. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down. Will do. And be careful down there.
Find the emergency supplies? Damn it. I mean, good. Good to hear it. No sense in you running around half naked. It's distracting. I mean, for the droids. Look, there may be some survey gear and a safety harness inside the crate, too. The miners wear them when staking claims on the asteroids. The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines, and the safety harness can be helpful if you try to disarm them. Yeah, it's like a military-issue energy shield, except it's designed to protect the miners against lasers and heat. Should work against the droid mining lasers. It won't last forever, and certainly not against multiple laser hits. But it may buy you some time if you get ambushed by a battalion of droids. Just equip it on... just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids. Well, these are construction models. They shoot like a moisture farmer militia. Since they rely on ranged weapons, get in close with a melee weapon and start bashing them. In close combat, the guy with the vibroblade has the edge over the guy with the rifle, droid or not. Otherwise, just drill them from a distance. If they're not shielded, that is. Yeah, it's possible some of the droid models may have mining shields on. If so, the shields may absorb laser fire. You can usually tell when a shield is active. It'll make an electrical field around the target. If they activate a shield, the best thing you can do is hit them with a melee weapon or try to burn out the shield with continual fire. But that could take a while, and it leaves you a target. You could, if you have the skill in a stealth field generator. These droids rely on thermal sensors, primarily to detect fuel deposits. The good thing is, that explosion down there kicked up so much heat and steam it may blind them. A bit, but not much. Well, these are construction models. There's gotta be some central controller down there. See if you can find a terminal by the main access shaft. That'd be governing intelligence. Watch where you step. I'm picking up. If you have any skill with them, if you have survey gear or those mining droids, especially chance if you.
Thank you for the parts. How many parts have we got? Okay, what have I got? Go, my friend. Get moving. Come on, hurry up, move on, me spotter friend. Why the hell is this game freezing up? Am I gonna have to lower the freaking visual settings for some reason? The fuck? Whoa, fuck, she's tripping out. Okay, amazing. Grass, no, shadow, no. Okay, maybe that will work. That appears to be better. There we go. Whoa, fuck, I nearly died. Skills, okay. Persuasion. Features, can wear armor, 2 weapon fighting. One each and normal penalty of 6 bang. Ah well, might as well. Oh, that's right, I got 2, haven't I? Force scream, force drain, throw lightsaber, force push, force lightning, fear, slow, wound, stun droid, stun, force deflection, health and force. This bullet enables character to use their own health to fuel force powers. All force powers taking 50% of cost from fatality points. No, I don't want that. Fuck it. There we go. Okay, now it's not letting me move. Yeah, come on, let me move. I can move the camera, I'm not allowed to move the character. Ah, come on! Oh, come on, don't do this, game. Ah, fine. There we go.
Hey, watch out. That explosion has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a
Look
mining
at the
energy shield, switch it
bones!
on. It should protect you against the heat if you move quickly enough.
Mines are very valuable. And they're always good to have.
Something big. I think it's the main ventilation shaft. If so, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for it. I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on. Sensor? It must be maintenance drones. Watch out. Those little pests will try to repair the mining droids if you don't gun them down first. Still, it's odd they're still active after the explosion. They don't have the same shielding as the mining droids. Be careful of those droids. I don't like this.
How many spikes have I got? Kayla. Actually, let's see if I can detonate this one. Damn it, no XP.
Yeah, I'm picking up some strange readings. What are you doing down there? The containment field's in the... I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking...
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance? Hesitant answer. Ah, a T3 utility droid would be a common sight in this facility. It is indeed curious that I have not seen many since my arrival. However, I feel I must inform you that, droid prejudice aside, T3 models exhibit excessive individualism when not routinely memory wiped. This individualism can become such a nuisance that even a droid such as myself is tempted to reduce them to their base components, if not crush them into slag. But enough of my seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Master? That would logically be the best place to look. Answer. Ah, Then that would explain why such a T3 unit isn't here, Master. I believe my photoreceptors are functioning adequately enough to verify that. Of course. Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock. Recitation? Oh yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in decibel, Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Orange. We're going red. There we go. Up to all the environments.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master.
Okay, attributes. Intelligence, no. Skills. And security or computer use. Ah, fuck it. Force lightning's always fun in this game.
Glad. Found anything? Yeah? Did you blow it up? Yeah, well, watch your back. Droids can't be trusted. Look, I could have let you rot in those mining tunnels, and all I get from you is backtalk. You know what? I don't trust you. For all I know, you could have caused all this trouble. In fact, so before you...
At least I didn't get dark side points for it. If I remember correctly, my old copy used to freeze up around this time, so I've got to be careful. On the bright side, at least they, in this version of the game, they didn't, well, you moved really slowly in spacesuits in the previous in the previous game, in Quarter 1.
That's about time. I lost your signal after you left the mining tunnels. Now you're coming in clear.
Except I'm picking you up on the exterior of the facility, on the asteroid's surface. That can't be right.
Huh? What are you doing out there?
Yeah.
You're crazy, even for a Jedi. Look, you need to get out of there, quick. What little is left of the facility's venting systems have gone active, most likely from the explosions in the mining tunnels. They're venting Paraga's fuel deposits into space through the exterior vents, right in your path. I can't. I'm locked out of the main systems here. I couldn't shut it down if I tried. The vents look like they've been purposely rerouted to vent the gases to the exterior. And only in the last few minutes. It's almost as if... Now what now?
Be right back.
I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code. I have a bad feeling about this.
The undead guy. He who is without death. Wait, what the hell? Is this been just showing a black screen ever since that dropped down? Ah, there we go. There we go. Sorry, this recorder's a bit temperamental with games like this. Have a smoke, and then I'm going to switch on my heater because it's getting cold in here. Baby, it's cold inside. know why I even need to use this spacesuit of mine. After all, we learnt in
He has come.
After all, we learnt in The Last Jedi that people can just survive in space. You know. Even space physics don't work properly. Look at me run! Fuck it, running through it. Apparently there's a mod that you can use to actually skip this entire section. Like the entire Paraga section. Yep, there we go. I can move again. Delicious, delicious money. Oh, asshole. Okay, I think I have a gas mask. No, I do not. something. Yeah, I think there is a way to get some cooler weapons from in here, but to be honest, I really don't need them. I've got a lightsaber, so...
This may be the beginning of a long record. It's about an hour after the facility suffered the explosion that triggered the emergency lockdown. Just finished helping the dock officer set up the transmission relay. Not much signal strength, but it's better than nothing. The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13, then the next 2 numbers are...
Sir, couldn't we contact the medbay? Maybe the Jedi's awake. If so, she could help us.
No good. The link to the medical computer was severed from the hub, just like the administration console. Even if the Jedi wakes up, how would we get the dormitory turbo lift code to her? Without it, the turbo lift to the administration level is locked down. We just took an inventory of our supplies. We've got enough emergency rations in the dormitories to last almost a month. But with all the problems in the facility, I don't know how long we'll last. I wish we could contact the Jedi. Maybe she could... No. She's still floating in that damn tank. Someone's played us for fools. And since Corda and his crew aren't locked in here with us, it's pretty clear who it was. If I ever catch up with that Mandalorian-loving son of a... At least the air scrubbers are still working, even though they're tied into the... Hey, what's happening to the ventilation system? It's...
I really wish the corpses lined up with the hologram.
The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. The code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13, then the next 2 numbers are... The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. The code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13, then the next 2 numbers are...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn it. targeting visor works better. Reflex +1 to more. Attack modifier +1. Yeah, I'm going to do the attack modifier. Terminal. Ah.
Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre baba no flank tour na saganich. Grab away. There into room to walk away. There into room. Manama treto sobre barak. One June Seni Sensen Drawicha Canel commercial la fibo no lot.
Donkey punch!
Your ears always were too big, CN. Come on, if the maintenance officer comes through on the explosions, these dorms are gonna be filling up soon. And shut that damn data pad off and throw it down the refresher. We managed to get to the dormitories. We should be safe here. We've been trying to use the holo-transmitter to beam a transmission to the administration level to end the lockdown. But the administration console's been severed from the main hub. Everyone thinks we should try to evacuate on our own as soon as possible. But there's no way to break the dormitory seals from the inside. I'm going to keep sending distress calls in the meantime. We've been trying to find a way to circumvent the lockdown and get to our hangar bay, but so far, no luck. The situation's worse than we thought. Even if we get out of here, we can't shut down the fuel depot force fields if a fuel leak was detected. If so, the only way off this asteroid is if a ship docks with us. But the only connection to the docking platform is on the administration level, and we can't get up to the docking bay while we're trapped here. I only hope someone survived the explosion in the mining tunnels. If not, then we're stranded here, unless our transmission reaches a passing ship, or a Telos freighter. Managed to use the holo-transmitter here as a crude relay to beam short-burst transmissions outside the Paragas facility. With any luck, the transmission will carry beyond the asteroid field. We've set the emergency transmission on automatic playback. We're using a simple military flash code to transmit the code to the turbolifts, so maybe our rescuers can get down to the dormitory when they reach the station. Without those turbolift codes, our rescuers wouldn't be able to get here from the administration level. And without those codes, we wouldn't be able to get to the administration level if we found a way out on our own. The messages are short distress calls only, since we can't get much signal strength. It's pretty weak, so unless a ship is actively searching the area, it might be a long time before a ship picks up the message. After all, who would be scouring frequencies way out here looking for trouble?
The transmission gives the code to open the turbolift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13, then the next 2 numbers are
10 and 5. That's this section searched. Oh, seriously! I can't even shit. Oh, come on, I hate that fucking ability. Come on, let me move. Why does it do this? F9. At least I can figure it. At least I've got a rough idea of how to fix this. There we go. Damn it, should have come in here first. Have I got one of them? Regional combat implant? Because I don't think I can use that. What's my constitution is 10. I always forget that I should actually put stuff in constitution. Come on! Fuck's sake. Ah, damn it. Stop fucking... Seriously, this is getting annoying. There must be some kind of fucking glitch with this version. At least it's easy to fix, but still, it's a pain in the dick. I think with my character having such high intelligence, I should be able to get through this bloody, like predict that code. And I don't have the personal intelligence in order to do that.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
Oh great, now this isn't working. Seriously, what's going on with this version?
If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that has docked here.
Okay, Kreia, let's give you a lightsaber. Actually, no. I'm not giving you a lightsaber. Actually, I'll give you a short lightsaber. Yeah. Ah. So that's cool about Kreia. You can actually see people's alignment if you go into her thing.
Emergency lockdown is
And actually, I'll see if I can give Kreia. There we go. Survey gear, breath mask, sensory, dexterity. Because what's her dexterity? Yeah, her dexterity is high as fuck. So, attribute. Constitution's good, wisdom's good, charisma's alright, but actually, let's put her into strength. Yeah, treat injury, awareness. Oh wait, no, stealth is useless. I don't use stealth. And Force drain. Dark side power. Actually, no. Okay, +2 bonus to defense and all saving rolls, or nah, I better give her an attacking ability. Inflicts 2d thirds of the attacking character's level in damage every 2 seconds for a duration of 6 seconds. Actually, wound is probably better than force lightning at the moment. Oops. There we go. Power. Does she have 4 speed? Yep, she does have 4 speed. Stun.
What in space is going on? Who's this? Another Jedi? What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking? Alright. I'm guessing that Republic ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
I hope your talent for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together will be short indeed.
Yeah, and I'm also good at running and drinking, Your Majesty. And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic, that warship's the only way off this station. Good thing we have a clear run to the ship.
Threat. Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue. Correction. I am not here to argue semantics, Master, so I will simply inform you that you are wrong, as were those recently corrected miners. Indignant answer. Master, the miners intended to place you in jeopardy. I could not allow that to take place, so I was forced to negotiate a termination of hostilities. After reprogramming the mining droids to mine any organics they perceived, they began to kill the miners one by one. Then a series of flawlessly timed explosions drove the miners into their dormitories, where I was able to gas them all at once without wasting time hunting them through the mining tunnels. I then administered a large dose of sedatives to the remaining miners in the med bay, enough to kill them, but ensure you slept peacefully. Of course, against my calculations, you awakened from your tank prematurely. I am ashamed by the inconvenience that caused for both of us. Answer? You misunderstand me, Master. Those droids were there to guard you. As I said, I did not anticipate you awakening from the tank. You are quite a hardy specimen for a Jedi, a wrung toe among humans, if you will indulge me the metaphor. Besides, as you proved, Master, such droids could never pose a threat to a Jedi. The droids were custodial in nature, cleaning the facility of other distractions. Answer. It is beyond the scope of my programming to probe the motivations of my clients, Master. Suffice to say that I am being well compensated for my services. You have been a difficult target to find. You have been wandering the galaxy since the end of the Mandalorian Wars, leaving little record of your passage. It is as if you did not wish to be found by hunters such as myself, or more likely, the Jedi Order. Chiding answer. My programming renders me incapable of revealing the identity of my client, Master. However, I am free to say that my client is wealthy and very interested in possessing the last of the Jedi.
The true last Jedi, right here. Wait, where's my hand? That right here. Right here. True last Jedi. With them banging titties.
Answer. No, Master. Killing you was never the intention. If you resist my attempts to return you to your Colto tank, however, I may inadvertently fracture your skeleton in several places to incapacitate you. Admission. It was a matter of chance, Master. I happened to be serving as a protocol droid on the Harbinger when you booked passage. After that, it was a simple matter to sabotage the Harbinger and call for a retrieval. Irritated statement. However, when the Ebon Hawk appeared and salvaged us from the wreckage, I was forced into a series of rapid recalculations, culminating in our current situation. Resignation. Very well, Master. If inflicting pain is the only means to resolve this matter, then you leave me no choice.
Oh god, they were cloaked! They were cloaked the whole time! Okay. See, 1d12. That's right. What's the clothing look like anyway? Okay, that's about right. Now where is that? Repeating blaster carbine. And backup cutter. Damage unstoppable, blaster pistol. I think there was supposed to be something Jackson. Okay, let's level up. Um... Fear. And I'm not going to bother about making this guy a Jedi this time. Last time I tried it, it was too much of a pain in the fucking dick. And... there we go. Features, okay. And I'm going to get him. There we go. Extra heavy armor because he's already got proficiency in that. Actually, no. For now, extra health. Ew! The fuck?
Time to even... Just say the word. Let's settle this.
Okay, there we go. We really should give Kreia some better armor, but I don't think she can have any better armor. Although, she's got like a +9 to hit, that's pretty good. And wrong way. That's not the way. This must be the way. Or did I just come from here? Oh, I don't think I did. There we go.
Something is wrong. I sense no one on board.
You sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blast of fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
Oh, and go where? If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
Look, I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Paragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Paragus ever recorded. Oh, you mean with the huge crew we brought along with us? That's a brilliant idea.
The two of you, be silent.
Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their Navicomputer. They'd have to. Well, we'd have to get to the bridge. I mean, well, that's the biggest problem I can see.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Let us go. Our enemies gather.
All right, but this won't end well.
And here we are at the bridge. Oh, what a journey this took. I'm not in the mood for a shitload of lore. But I am in the mood to quick save. Okay, let's get... Can Kreia wear any of that? No, she cannot. However... Okay, and can I wear... Ass! Oh! Oh, what's that do? Plus the stealth. Nah, I'm sticking with demolition. Neural band, what's neural band do? Plus the wheel. No.
Just say the word.
That's right, that was magnetically sealed and cannot be opened at this time. That door is blinky, so... Republic credits? Oh, need something more real.
Just say the word.
I hear
Now my plating, nice.
I hear you.
Let's settle this.
And I think my room is just up here to the right. Okay. Battle armor, eh? Oh, fuck this. Old lady, you're getting clothes. I'm gonna try on minor outfit. Less, but more of a, like, you know, not bad. Alright, I've already done that one. Sucks that the assassins, like, no, the assassins don't drop shit, which sucks, because they got, like, stealth suits and fucking, not that stealth suits really matter, but they got sticks. Skills. Improve force focus. Very resilient feature. 10% of damage over 20 points suffered. The character moves 10% faster than normal. Lightsaber. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. Powers. Alright, I get 2. Dominate mind, sweet. Force deflection. To deflect the range attacks without light. Attacks without a light, so Jedi can react blast blows. This power is always. Unlike force deflection, the Jedi can also deflect these attacks back, and the power is always active and gets a +3 to all deflection rolls. Power gives the Jedi ability. No. More fear. Nah, gonna have to go force heal. And F9. Okay, let us continue. Nah, I'm gonna save the repair parts. Actually, I should check back in the other room to see if there was any more chemicals. Hey, pheromone package. Persuasion. Damn it, I really got to put points in the Constitution eventually. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to put my heater on. There we go. I come for the Jedi. That's right, I can make mines, can't I? And grenades. Come on. There we go, frag grenades. Concussion grenades. How many do I have? There we go. Never sniff out a grenade. They can be very helpful. I think there's stuff up around here and more fights. Is that it raining outside? Oh no, that's the aircon. I thought it was raining. Oh fuck, that's right, they've leveled up. And I'm gonna level up Tom. Security, boop, boop, boop. Okay. Awareness. And actually no, she doesn't need repair. She needs, fuck it, she can go into stuff. Features. Gotta remember that she's going to be an enemy at the end, so there we go. Actually, no. Fuck that fear ability. Let's get her heal.
I will silence this one. Fallen.
Save. Let us continue to the turbo lifts. Oh, damn it. Why does it do this occasionally? Thanks for leaving that behind, that's for damn sure. Okay. I think Kreia went through this doorway, didn't she? Nope. Quick save. Let's continue. Just in case it shuts down again.
All right, but I know I'm gonna regret this.
I sense you, my master. Faint, weak.
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one, and one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
That was my good hand!
What's wrong? Are you all right? Damn it, hold on. It's only a little farther. Don't give up on me now. What happened to you? Huh? How do you know that? Look, if she's in pain, then that pain's buying us time we can't afford to waste. Especially if Sleeps with Vibroblades gets tired of playing with her and decides to use us for practice next. It's a utility droid. Looks like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped here.
The true hero of the story has returned! Yeah, I love this little dude. And now, time for the most useful character in the game, which I never use. Oh, he's gonna... He doesn't have a demolition skill. Let's settle this. Save. Let's head back in. Time to even the odds. Okay, and let's see. Sometimes the controls this game just don't fucking want to be team players. I is droid too. Now, I want to get a lot of XP, so I'm just going to let these wankers come onto the ship. Oh, I should have been using him for the demolition. You stupid bitch! Oh. Get the fuck out of the goddamn way, Adam!
More where that came from. Time to take you down to size. More where that came from.
Wow, fear works really well. I really gotta start using it more often. Did they drop anything? They did drop things. That's it, it was X. See, I don't know what's causing this, but it's really pissing me off. fucking see what I mean? Oh look! We're clear of the field.
Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won. Exile or not, the Sith believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters. The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings. The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi, and the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still in reverence to the fallen Jedi and those now lost. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed. Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them. That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough. You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again?
That's the first smart thing I've heard since you two started talking.
For a time, yes. Telos may be such a place. All our paths seem to lead us there. Perhaps there, if you are willing, I can train you, help you to survive a while longer. You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price, and in the end you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice. Like so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn. Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Paragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Paragus. You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk. Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you, sealed in one of the cargo holds. True. But as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare. I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
Don't you dare talk to his Lord and Savior like that.
Repaired this ship, my eye. Next thing you know, it's gonna claim credit for saving our skins. If that little noisemaker says it repaired the ship once, then it can prove it by doing it again. Go on, get!
But we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers. We're on autopilot until we hit Telos. Until then, a droid could fly this thing. Besides, I think our passenger could use your help. I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her. Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Mynock. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Mynock. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you. In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets. What you think matters to her. A lot. She wants you to respect her. Besides, we haven't got much else to do until Telos. Oh, don't give me that. All it takes is being around people enough to read them. You should try it sometime.
I hate this mouse. Powers. Okay. Powers of shield Jedi Force absorbing the first 4 points of damage from slashing, bludgeoning, piercing attacks. Damage over and above the first point to suffer as normal. The effect lasts for 30 seconds. Deflection, no. Points from each physical attribute. Point for every second over 12 seconds. The target is also slowed for the duration. Plague has DC on it, making it impossible to save against its effects. The power does not affect droids. insane. Fuck it, force push. Okay, let's save this. Okay, none of that. No other weapons. Okay. Oh, that's right. I never freaking upgraded, put point with stuff in my droid. And there we go, and Kreia. Yeah, I think that's all looks good. Quick save. How long have I been going for? It must be close to 3.5 hours. I think once I hit the 4 hours, I
You
might
come for more
hit the sleep.
answers. There is little more left to give. That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it. I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme. Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you. When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus. It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well. A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks. Indeed. And was it the same as before? If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force. What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason? Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you.
Bastards!
It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live. Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again. And if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo
whoever's
the damage
watching,
they have
g'day.
done.
I'm not sure how much longer the stream's going to be going for, but yeah, I'm going to try and get at least to Talos before I log off. So whoever's there, thank you for showing up. But there's no more Jedi. I will honor whoever's training me.
Do not honor me, fallen Jedi. Honor it by listening and learning. Do that, and perhaps we shall survive this thing, you and I. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did. Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you through my words and presence. Ask, and I will answer.
Ah, damn. Whoever was watching, bug it off. Does my gratitude mean nothing?
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it. It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough. Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see. Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes. Ask. Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5. As you know, Revan and Malak went to war against the Mandalorians, and you followed under Revan's banner. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
Bastards. First they create a mediocre TV show, and now this? Oh, they've got a lot to answer for.
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still. As all Sith do without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War. No one knows, certainly not I. Korriban lies in ruins, Revan is gone, and the blade of war she promised to stab into the heart of the galaxy has withdrawn. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know. It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
So we save the war, that must do from a certain point of view.
A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive. We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated, their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you. The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come. I would see to that fool in the cockpit, and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos. He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
Okay, I'm not far off getting enough light side points to actually...
If I were you... He is a fool. What?
Okay. I have white lightsabers! Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. I should probably try and get a couple more... Wait, what is my... Skills and treat injury? Treat injury is 11. So I should be able to create some good stuff. Advanced med pick. Stimulants, grenades. Okay, piercing, 20 points of damage, area 4 meters. Concussion grenades. Damage, none. How many have I got of them? There we go. Breakdown, battle stems. There we go. Stimulants, don't need them. Mines, don't need them. Whoa, that is... I'm not going to get my constitution up that bloody high. There we go. Damn it, can't put that in. And one to strength, one to constitution and strength. And save.
How's our passenger? Still aging? What a surprise. Just so you Jedi know, the whole cryptic routine isn't mysterious, it's just irritating. If you really can see the future, you should be at the Pazak table. What was that, some kind of joke? That's what I'm talking about. Jedi talk. You two should start your own little Jedi Academy.
I just played that game. I just played it.
All right, cut it out. I get it. Last Jedi in the galaxy, I get the comedian who runs around in her underwear. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. I mean, compared to the Jedi Queen of the galaxy back there, I'd rather be stuck in an escape pod for a year with you than her. Then she must be royalty, because she's got to be Queen of the Galaxy to bark out orders like that. Or maybe she's senile.
I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now. After spacing that old witch, of course. Whoa, all right, don't get mad at me. Hey, I didn't ask her to stay behind and get her hand cut off, okay? I mean, I appreciate what she did and all, but she could stand to lay off the insults herself, you know? Oh, no. Look, I respect your privacy. I mean, when have I ever asked you any questions? I mean, besides that one.
Let's see.
No, not much. Except sounds like it was after you. As far as I'm concerned, you handled that pretty well. No more droid, no more problem. Yeah, well, you got me there. Look, droids, I don't trust them. That one we fought, some of them are built like that. Others just, well, break. In the head. Sometimes conflicting orders cause it. Give a droid too much data or tell it to do something it can't do, it'll crack their behavior module in half. Others just don't get memory wipes and they start going crazy. Speaking of which, I think that little trash compactor's long overdue. Trust me, droids were made to break. And most of all, they're predictable and stupid.
Well, the astrogation system is voice-printed and locked down, but that T3 unit is doubling as the astrogation system. You can try to plot a course, but without that T3 unit to perform the calculations, you'd probably plow us into a star.
As long as he doesn't steal the ship, we should be all right.
Takes all kinds. Maybe someone didn't want anybody taking the ship out of the system, or knowing where the ship had been. Smugglers do it all the time in case the Republic decides to board them. Or so I hear. I have no idea. Previous owner, maybe? Love to get it overhauled, but that's a major job. Besides, the droid will be good enough for now. Takes all kinds. So, what happened? Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful.
Luckily, I had
so
two.
where's yours?
Okay, Exiles aren't allowed to keep their lightsabers. My lightsaber was taken from me by the Council.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi? Huh. Figures. It wasn't red, was it? Yeah? Unique how? Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us. Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Oh my god. And I don't think I've got the cheat to actually boost my light side and dark side points. What am I at? Okay.
Should be there before too long.
Okay, let's save. And I'm actually going to end the thing here because after this I go to Talos or Telos or however they pronounce it. So what I'll do is I'll end the session here and I'll pick it up probably tomorrow night if I'm feeling frisky, or even in 6 or 7 hours. Who knows? Not like anybody really watches these, so I will catch everybody later. You guys have a good one. Let me just flick to her, but since there we go. Now that's a Jedi. Have a good one.